Tycoon Racing.
Good day, racers! I'm your commentator, Jekka, and welcome to the very first Diecast Racing Tournament brought to you by Toy Tycoon. Sa kaliwa, we have Team Build and Battle at sa kanan, we have Team Toy Tycoon. But before we go to our head-to-head races, let's see the track, brought to you by our concept team. So our racetrack starts with a long straightaway decline into our very first sweeping turn, down our second decline, into our second sweep turn, up into a jump ramp, onto the landing zone, into an incline bank, down the final stretch, into the final corner, and down to the finish line.
Toy Tycoon Racing.
For our first race, we have the Jaguar versus the Audi. Let's see who comes out on top. On the first stretch, it goes to the Jaguar. On the jump, it's still the Jaguar keeping the lead. And the first point goes to the Jaguar. Now in round two, it goes again, the Jaguar keeping the lead. On the jump, it's still the Jaguar. Oh, the Audi takes it inside, but the Jaguar takes it back on the last stretch, making it 2-0 Jaguar. Our next race, the Ford Mustang versus the Mercedes-Benz, and off they go. On the first stretch, looking good for the Mercedes. On the jump, the Mercedes keeping a huge lead on the turn. Oh, and a flip out on the Mustang. Let's see a replay on that. The Mustang gets taken out by that turn there off the jump. And oh, it's still trying to get it, but no! The Mercedes takes the win. On the second run, the Mustang taking the lead this time. On the jump, though, it goes to Mercedes-Benz, and the Mercedes clears it with a huge gap on the Mustang. For our third set, we have the BMW versus the El Camino. On the track, it's looking good for the BMW, carving out a huge lead. On the jump, it's a BMW, and oh, it slips out, but it recovers on the last turn, taking the first point for the BMW. In round two, the early lead goes to the BMW again, carving out a huge gap between them. On the jump, the BMW, oh, it's getting there. Oh, it flips out again on the last turn, but oh, did it make it? It looks like it did, folks. It barely makes it to the finish line before the El Camino speeds past through it, but hey, that's just racing.
Toy Tycoon Racing.
And that does it for our first set of our Diecast Racing Series here at Toy Tycoon. Once again, I've been your commentator, Jekka, and if you've enjoyed watching our little Diecast races so far, tune in next time to see who makes it on top of our very first tournament here at Toy Tycoon.